I remember when the incident first came down, it was very impressive. And the fact that the guy didn't have a gun, he had an AK-47 plus.
At 95, Clint Eastwood is still directing blockbuster films, strutting red carpets, and radiating the energy of a man decades younger. His jaw-dropping secrets to outsmarting time will leave you stunned, and maybe a little jealous. Picture this. It's December 2018, and the Westwood Regency Village Theater in Los Angeles is buzzing with anticipation for the premiere of The Mule. Flashbulbs pop, cameras roll, and there he is, Clint Eastwood, the Hollywood titan, stepping onto the red carpet at 95 years old, arm in arm with partner Christina Sandera. The crowd gasps. He's not just alive, he's thriving, with a steely gaze and a presence that commands the room. How does a man born in 1930, who's lived through the Great Depression, World War II, and decades of Hollywood chaos, still move like a man in his prime? The answer, revealed in a bombshell exposé, is a masterclass in discipline, vision, and sheer defiance of aging that's set the world ablaze. The revelation that rocked Hollywood. In a culture obsessed with biohacks, cryotherapy, and $500 face creams, Clint Eastwood's approach to longevity is a slap in the face to modern gimmicks. Biographer Sean Levy, author of Clint, The Man and the Movies, dropped a bombshell in an exclusive interview with Fox News that sent shockwaves through Tinseltown. Clint's been a lifelong gym rat and fitness freak, Levy declared, his voice brimming with admiration. Since the 1950s, he's followed an organic, low-fat diet when alfalfa sprouts and yogurt were considered downright weird. By the 1960s, he was preaching the benefits of sushi, while his peers were still scarfing down greasy diner food. Imagine the scene: a young Clint Eastwood, fresh off the set of Rawhide, sitting in a dusty studio lot, calmly eating a bowl of sprouts and yogurt while his co-stars chowed down on burgers and fries. He was a trailblazer, Levy said, shaking his head in disbelief. In an era when Hollywood was fueled by cigarettes, whiskey, and red meat, Clint was out here sipping green tea and raving about raw fish. He wasn't just ahead of the curve, he was the curve. But it's not just about what Eastwood puts in his body, it's how he trains his mind. Since the 1970s, he's practiced Transcendental Meditation, TM, every single day. According to the official TM website, this technique dissolves stress in the nervous system, sharpens brain function, and leaves practitioners feeling refreshed and ready to conquer the world. It's like a mental gym, Eastwood reportedly told a confidant on the set of Unforgiven. A few minutes of TM, and I'm sharper, calmer, ready to tackle anything, whether it's a fight scene or a 12-hour day directing. Fans and health experts alike point to this practice as the secret sauce behind his unshakable composure, even as he helms Oscar-winning films under crushing pressure. The media frenzy and social media explosion. When Levy's revelations hit the airwaves, the reaction was instantaneous and electric. X erupted into a virtual battlefield of awe, inspiration, and skepticism. Clint Eastwood is 95 and still directing movies? I'm 28 and can't even stick to a gym routine for a week. Posted at Cinema Fanatic, whose tweet racked up over 10,000 likes in hours. Health enthusiasts piled on, with that Fit Life vibes proclaiming, Eastwood's been eating organic since the 50s? That's the ultimate flex. Time to toss the Doritos. Hashtag live like Clint. But not everyone was buying it. Meditation? Organic food? Sounds like some Hollywood woo-woo nonsense. The guy's just lucky, grumbled at Cynical Joe, sparking a heated thread with hundreds of replies. Mainstream media couldn't resist the story. Variety splashed a headline across its front page: Clint Eastwood's age-defying secrets unveiled. People magazine ran a glossy spread titled, How Dirty Harry Stays Forever Young, complete with throwback photos of Eastwood's chiseled physique in his spaghetti western days. Fitness blogs dissected his routine with near-religious fervor, while meditation apps reported a 30% spike in downloads as fans rushed to try TM for themselves. Clint's living proof that consistency beats fads, gushed a Health Today editor. He's not chasing trends, he's setting them. But the story wasn't without controversy. A fiery op-ed in the Daily Post called Eastwood's lifestyle elitist and out of touch. Sure, it's easy to eat organic and meditate when you're a millionaire with a private chef, the piece sneered. What about the rest of us? The backlash ignited a firestorm on X, with defenders rushing to Eastwood's side. Elitist? The man grew up dirt poor and built himself from nothing, wrote at TruthTeller88. Discipline isn't a luxury, it's a mindset. The debate raged for days, trending under hashtags like #ClintEastwoodSecrets and #AgeDefyingLegend, proving that Eastwood's story wasn't just inspiring, it was divisive. The making of a legend. To truly grasp the magnitude of Eastwood's longevity, you have to go back to his roots. Born in 1930 in San Francisco, Clint grew up in the shadow of the Great Depression, in a working-class family scraping by in Oakland, California. His childhood was no silver spoon story. He worked grueling jobs as a logger, steelworker, and pool digger before catching a break with small roles in B-movies. Clint's always been a fighter, Levy explained. He didn't wait for handouts. He built his body, his career, and his life with the same relentless focus he brings to his films. By the time he shot to fame with a fistful of dollars in 1964, Eastwood was already an anomaly in Hollywood. While his peers partied into the night, he was in the gym, lifting weights, running laps, and perfecting his craft. He'd show up on set looking like he'd just walked out of a fitness magazine, recalled a rawhide co-star laughing. We thought he was insane for eating salads when we were all tearing into steaks and mashed potatoes. His obsession with sushi in the 1960s was equally groundbreaking. At a time when raw fish was a culinary oddity in America, Eastwood was evangelical about its benefits. It's not just food, it's fuel for the long haul, he'd tell skeptical directors, often dragging them to sushi bars to prove his point. His embrace of Transcendental Meditation in the 1970s was another pivotal moment. Hollywood in that era was a pressure cooker. Drugs, scandals, and cutthroat competition were the norm. Yet Eastwood found solace in TM, using it to stay grounded amidst the chaos of directing and starring in films like Dirty Harry and The Outlaw Josie Wales. Directing is like wrangling a storm, he once said, according to a longtime colleague. TM is my anchor. It keeps my head clear, no matter how crazy things get. That clarity has carried him through a staggering career, with masterpieces like $1 Million Baby, Gran Torino, and American Sniper. Even now, at 95, whispers of a new directorial project in 2026 have fans buzzing with anticipation. Why this hits hard? Let's get personal for a moment. Clint Eastwood's story isn't just about a Hollywood icon, it's a mirror held up to our own lives. In an age where we're bombarded with ads for miracle supplements, trendy diets, and sketchy anti-aging hacks, Eastwood's approach feels like a breath of fresh air.